I feel like I am behind. This is something I hear from women all over the world in all walks of life. It is so important to remember for us as women that we are never behind. Firstly, God has a very important and very special and unique plan for your life. God's plan for your life is different than the plan that He has for the life of the woman to your left, and the woman to your right, and the women that you see all over the world. In our world of comparison that we live in, we start to see women in our lives as people who are running in a race with us and who are ahead of us or behind us. And then we get to that place where we think like, I need to be doing more, I'm behind, I haven't done as much as that woman has, etc. That is not a good place to be because that doesn't help us live in the present moment. This feeling of being behind is something that we can feel in our faith life. Like, oh my gosh, that woman has her prayer life together so much more than me, or she's so much holier than me, or she knows the Bible so much better than me, and I'm so far behind her in my spirituality. That's not the case. We each have our own individual faith journeys. So long as you are doing your best to walk with God and grow in your faith, you are not behind. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Another place where we can feel like that as women is in relationships. Like, oh, I'm 22 years old and I've never had a boyfriend, and I know 18-year-olds who have had 3 boyfriends. I feel like I'm behind. That is not the case either. When it comes to relationships, there is no ahead or behind. There are different timelines in our lives, and some of us are going to start dating when we're 16 or when we're 18 or when we're 25. There is no competition when it comes to relationships, when it comes to dating. No matter how old you are, if you feel like you're behind because all of your friends are engaged, or all of your friends are having babies, or all of your friends have a date to the prom, you're not behind. Another area where we can feel like we're behind is in our studies or in our workplace. Like, she is in better classes than me, or she's getting better grades than me, or this girl is going to grad school and I'm not. I don't have the means to, or my friend got a dream job and I didn't, and I'm like still looking. God wants you to be where you are, look at the present moment, be grateful for what you have, and recognize like, this is where I'm at in my life, and that is not a bad thing. When we start to think like, I want my timeline to look like hers, we start to strive and we start to try and force a way for things in our life, whether that's in a relationship or whether that's in a job. We start to try and force, when God wants us to just trust Him and trust His timeline for our individual and unique selves, and just trust that and rest in that. Because when we feel like we are behind other women, we can't rest. Your life isn't supposed to look like the life of the girl in your class or in your school or in your workplace or your friend or your best friend from forever long ago. Your life is supposed to look like your life, not like hers. I want you to be encouraged, because it's when we realize that we're exactly where God wants us to be right in this present moment where we can find peace. And peaceful women are happy women. So I want you to be peaceful. I want you to have that trust in your heart that you are where God wants you to be, and that is a very, very good place. And that when He wants the timeline to move along, as you're walking with Him, the timeline will move along exactly as He has designed it for your very unique and beautiful life. If you've ever felt like this, I would love for you to comment below, to have a place where women can feel like, yes, I have felt like this. Right now I feel like this. I'm behind. I'm this many years old and I haven't found my dream career, or I've never had a boyfriend, or whatever that may be, like you're feeling behind. If you want to talk about it below and have other women comment and talk about it, please feel free to go ahead and do that. If you want, subscribe to my channel. That's all for today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.